secret safe with me. Your secret safe with me. I won't tell her. I won't tell you.
Your secrets are safe with me.
What's up, Big T gang? And we are here back with our first official episode of Big T's podcast. I hope everybody is having a blessed day, and we're gonna get right into it. So today, as y'all can see by the title, I will be talking about how to parent, what to do and what not to do when it comes to parenting. I know everyone might not agree with it, but I also do know that it is a lot of people that can relate to a lot of things that I will be talking about and covering in today's topic, as y'all can see, like I said, by the title. So first and foremost, I'm going to say a leading prayer so that we can ask God to give us the guidance to guide us through this whole podcast. So dear loving Lord, Father, we pray to you today to give me the guidance to help not only myself, but to help others. As those who struggle with generational trauma and toxic households and not being heard and being very much understood, help me relay the message and guide my words fluently and flowingly to help everyone that is watching this podcast. May this podcast bring anyone that is struggling with this topic and past trauma to the light, and may it help others. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it. Remember, this is a no judgment zone. We're not judging over here. So if that's what you're looking for, just go ahead and exit, because we're not doing none of that. Yes, baby, we got a whole list of everything that we will be talking about. The first thing we will be talking about is gentle parenting. I feel like gentle parenting is very important when it comes to teaching your kids. The reason why is because growing up, I didn't have a gentle parent, and that's something that I wish that I would have had growing up. Again, I'm not here to bash my mom. You know, she did the best that she could do. It's just, she was so hard on me, and it was very stressful, and it caused me to have a lot of anxiety. Gentle parent is very important. It's very important. And the reason why I say that is because when I was 6 years old, I'm just going to tell this little brief story real quick to help you guys like kind of understand what I'm saying. When I was 6 years old, my mom was in college, and she told me to, oh, my baby is, okay, sorry about that. So my mom, she used to, like I said, my mom, she went to college. At that time, I was about 6 years old. I just started to learn how to clean. So, oh my gosh, I am out of breath. I just had to run upstairs and go get my son. Y'all, if y'all got a baby, y'all know. Whew, give me a second. Okay. So, at this time, like I said, my mom, college, all that whatnot, I just started to learn how to clean up. Mind you guys, I was only 6 years old, okay? 6 years old. At 6 years old, kids are still developing. Their motor skills are still developing from the time they're born up until the time they go to preschool and kindergarten. They have a lot of motor skills that needs to be developed. They have to learn right from wrong, everything. It's very important to be really hands-on with your kids during those times, because it really helps your kids a lot in the future. A lot of parents aren't, and that is a big problem. Like I said, it's very important. My mom, she told me to clean the kitchen. So I cleaned the kitchen, and I did everything she asked me to do. I washed the dishes, I put everything back on the rack, I did the counters, I did the table, the chairs, the sweeping, making sure the floor was swept, everything. I did everything my mother asked me to do, and I just couldn't get this one thing done because it was kind of hard for me. Again, I'm 6 years old. I'm doing the best that I can do. Cleaning the whole kitchen after a whole house being that young was not the ideal easy for me. One quick second. If y'all hear any noise in the background, it's my air conditioning, and it blows really hard. So don't mind it. But yeah, I did everything my mom asked me to do. and I went to sleep. Okay, and my mom, she had college late night classes, and so with those late night classes, she would get off of college really late, and so she would come home. When my mom came home, she woke me up in the middle of the night. Not 10 o'clock, not 11 o'clock. I mean, she woke me up in the middle of the night, brought me to the kitchen. She was screaming at me. She was yelling at me, cussing at me. And she was like, oh, look at this one thing. This right here isn't done. I'm like, well, I did everything that you asked me to do. I literally cleaned the whole kitchen to perfection at the age of 6 years old. So who you know? Okay? And I did what she asked me to do. But because that little thing wasn't done, of course, like my mom, she handed me the sponge and the cleaning supplies, and she told me, okay, well, you need to clean this. It's the middle of the night. It couldn't wait till the morning. Really? You couldn't wait till the morning? But okay, you know what I'm saying? You the mama, I'm the kid, so let me go ahead and just listen, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in trouble even more. So I did, you know, and I was cleaning it, but as I was cleaning it, my mom was beating on me. Okay, she was whooping me. I'm talking about as I'm cleaning it, she was hitting me until I got done. That is a huge no. You can't be so hard on your kids. It's okay to give your kids discipline, but it's a whole nother to do stuff that you're really not supposed to do as a parent. And, you know, like I said, I'm not here to bash my mom, but I'm just keeping it real. Like, I was looking for my mom to say thank you, to say, you know, good job on that task, you know, saying you did good. But instead, what I did do was overlooked, and my mom focused on what I did wrong all the time. So at a very young age, it made me feel like I wasn't good enough. It made me feel like she would never be satisfied no matter what I did. And it made me feel like I didn't know how to do anything right. And so that really messed with me as a kid for very long and for years. You know, I was, like I said, I was looking for my mom to be that, okay, thank you. Like, ooh, I'm so happy that she did it. I thank her for listening. You know, thankfully, you know, she did everything. She cleaned the whole kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to do it. I'm tired. Like, thank you. I was looking for a high five, a hug, and a kiss. Instead, I got whipped on. Okay? And scared out of my sleep at the age of 6 years old. So, you know, it is a lot. Like, God bless you, honey. It was a lot. It was a lot for me to deal with and for me to handle, because my mom was always so constantly like hard on me like that. A lot. Like every single year of my life, it was just always something. Excuse me. So just with that being said, y'all, like when it comes time to those situations, when you ask your kid to do something and they're in their motor skills, they're still developing, they're still learning how to do things, you know, give them that grace period. Give them some grace. Give them some time to learn how to do things the efficient way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to do everything to your liking. So when you ask someone to do something else for you, be mindful that they're going to do it their way. You know, when it comes to the parent and the child, you are their first teacher. So when you're teaching your child how to do something and then they do it, just know as they're learning, being that young, even if they were 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're still going to make mistakes. They're still not going to do something all the way or perfectionist. They're still going to mess up. So you have to allow your children to mess up. You have to create that safe haven within your home and within that bond within your child to be like, okay, hey, I know everything didn't go the way that I wanted to, but you still did it. Give your child that safe space to know that it's okay for them to make mistakes because they are still learning. You don't want to be so hard on your kids and be so rah-rah, because then that's going to make them be like, okay, well, I'm not doing nothing right. I don't want to help her at all. I ain't doing it. Because, baby, when I tell you I didn't want to help my mama no more, I didn't want to help you. Girl, I'm over here doing every single thing that... Okay, let me calm down. I'm over here doing everything that you asked me to do, and then you turn around and then it's like not satisfying. It's not good enough. You know, like you're overlooking the things that I actually did do that you asked me to do, and I'm still learning. So of course, make that safe haven for me so I can feel comfortable to make mistakes and know that it's okay because I'm learning. It's very important that you guys do that for your child. Second topic is hearing your child. slow to speak and quick to listen. As it said in the Bible, Jesus is always telling us, be slow to speak and quick to listen. Hearing your child is very important. Again, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash my mom, but my mom, when me and her have a lot of conversations and we talk, even with other people, because I know I've done this myself plenty of times, but she doesn't hear me. And what I don't mean like, oh, she doesn't hear me, like she doesn't have ears. I mean, she doesn't hear me. So we're having a conversation and she says what she says, right? And I respond. But when I respond, I say something that she doesn't like. And again, this also touches on communication. So I say something that she doesn't like. Whether I say it respectfully, I say it nicely, but because it got to her, or I hurt her feelings, or I made her feel some type of way, she then interrupts me, talks over me, and now because she's the parent, I have to be quiet. I have to shut up and listen. So now I'm not being heard. I can't finish my sentence. I'm not able to say what I need to say and get it off my chest. I'm not able to try to have that healthy communication with her and get down to the bottom of what's wrong because I'm being cut off. So not only does my mom cut me off, but now she's screaming and she's yelling at me, and now I shut down. Now, I don't want to talk to my mom at all. I don't want to tell you what's wrong. I don't want to tell you what's going on with me. I'd rather suffer in silence and feel all these negative emotions that I feel and then confine it to my friends if I can. So it's very important to hear your child, but it's also very important to have that healthy communication, because a lot of African American households, we don't have communication inside of our home. We don't, our parents in our generation, our parent generations, communication is a non-thing in our household. It's very important that that is being talked about, because communication plays a part in a healthy relationship. So if you as a parent, I know, Papa. So if as you as a parent, you can't show your kids how to have healthy communication, again, like I said this before in the video, you are your child's teacher. You teach your child everything in all aspects of their life. So you have to teach them the proper communication. Then when they get older and they communicate the way that you communicate, then you're mad at them and being like, oh, you're just so disrespectful, you're defiant, and you're just so rude, and no. This is the way that you have taught me to communicate. This is the way that you have taught me to handle situations. You are my teacher. And although, yes, when we do get grown, hey, when we become an adult, we all have that decision making. Are we going to get up and continue that cycle, or are we going to get up and change that cycle? You got two things and two decisions every morning when you wake up. You want to keep it going, or you want to change it. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, don't be like your parents, but in certain aspects, you just can't be like your parents. You have to break that cycle, and it's up to you every single day to break that cycle. Don't keep it going. Break it. Like, seriously, break it. Don't keep it going. It's very important. It's very important too. You know, you have to hear your child when they're talking to you, and then you can't, you know, a lot of parents don't hear their kids when they're talking to them. Like I say, like they cut them off. They gotta, okay, now you gotta be quiet because I don't care. I don't like what you said, so now I'm finna turn it. Like, no, that's not proper communication. You have to hear your child so you can know. Comfort your child. Tell your child, hey, I hear you. I'm sorry that this made you upset and that you don't like this. I, as a parent, will work on that. You can let me know when I'm doing that. You have to create a safe haven for your child if you want your child and you to be able to have a relationship, especially when they get older. Because when they get older, they have the decision to either cut you off or keep you in their life. And so you can't be mad when they choose to not keep you around, because now you projected all this stuff on them in their upbringing, and now it's all throwing back in your face. So you have to really make sure that you know what you're doing. Just for example, my mom was dealing with a man, which is my mom's youngest child father. He been through stuff himself. You know, Wayne has been through a lot, you know, and I feel for him. We've all been through a lot. It's just, he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to parent. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just keeping it real. His communication is also messed up, just like my mom's. His attitude, his temper, the way he come off, just everything, you know. And don't nobody want to deal with that all the time. And I know a lot of people didn't want to deal with me either, but they wasn't the only ones in that toxic household tired of they're tired of my BS, because I was tired of their BS too. You know, just like hey, like I said, communication is an important thing. And when it's a whole bunch of people in one household that don't got the proper communication, everything can always go left. Immediately, everything can always go left. You okay, Papa? Our next topic is allowing your child to have emotions. It is so important for your child to be able to express themselves, because you do not want your child to grow up holding everything in, and now they're resentful, they become depressed, they become suicidal, they don't know what to do, and now they're coping on weed, alcohol, or any other drugs to take that pain that they're feeling temporarily away. It's very important for your kids to allow emotions. I do not agree with parents telling their kids, shut up or I'm gonna give you something to cry about. Hitting them and then telling them you can't cry, or doing something to them that makes them feel sad or mad or angry or even happy, and they're not allowed to feel their emotions. But it's okay to smile, it's okay to fix your face and put a smile on your face. How can I sit there and put a smile on my face when you just made me feel a negative emotion? Now I'm not allowed to feel it. So every time I have a negative emotion in any situation, I have to put it away. And that's baggage. That is baggage. You're teaching your child how to have baggage. You're creating baggage for your child before they even reach an adult. And so it's very important to let your kids have emotion. Let your kids allow them to feel the way that they feel. I don't care if they're throwing a tantrum. I don't care if they're crying, just like how my baby crying right now. I don't care if they're screaming. I don't care. Teach your children how to have healthy emotions. Let them know it's okay to feel the way that you feel. It is okay to cry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry, but don't sit there for too long. You have to teach, again, you are your child's teacher. You have to teach your child to have healthy emotions, and you have to teach them how to work through it, not put it away. Because that's what was going on with me growing up. Put it away, put it away. So you know what happened to me when I became 18 and I became an adult? Okay, now I'm out here in the world and I'm lost. I'm messing up opportunities because of my anger and my temper, because I don't know how to control my emotions and how to handle them properly. I'm messing up a lot of opportunities for myself. I'm pushing a lot of people away. I'm dragging myself down to the dirt because I don't know how to handle my emotions. So it is very, very, very important that you allow your kids and teach them properly how to handle their emotions. Very, very, very how to handle their emotions. Seriously. Because I had to work on myself for 2+ years on how to handle my emotions. And I'm just now about to be 22 years old. I'm just now starting how to learn how to handle my emotions. So you always want to make sure that your kid knows how to handle their emotions. Always comfort them. Comfort your kids. Let them know that it is okay. You have to comfort your kids. You can't always just get out my face and all that. And then, hey, they're not gonna come to you. You think you could place all those placeholders within your child, and then you think that they're just gonna grow up and be like, oh, I want to be in my mama's face. I want to be in my dad's face. No, I don't want to be around y'all at all. Matter of fact, let me treat you how you treat me. Let me see how you like it. But we ain't gonna go there though. You know what I'm saying? Because rotten fruit fall on its own. And that is very important. Another topic that we have for today is the way you speak to your kids. It is a very important thing. You have to make sure that when you speak to your kids, you are speaking to your kids the way you want your kids to speak to you. When you speak to your kids, you have to make sure that you are speaking to them in a mannerable tone. Every time you talk to your kid, if you cuss in and always got an attitude and you can't be mad when they throw it back at you. They're not going to want to talk to you. Like my mom's boyfriend, my last sister dad, he is like that every day. And that's why I don't communicate. I just don't. Because why would I want to sit here and talk to someone who every time they speak to me or my sister or my brother, it's always an attitude. It's always cuss words. It's exhausting. Like over time, it gets exhausting. Y'all have to learn that with y'all behaviors as parents, y'all can push y'all kids away at a very early age and not even mentally realize it. So y'all have to really be there for your kids. That is very important. Another topic is how to pick your partners. Picking your partners is so important. And the reason why I say picking your partners is so important is because, like I said, you are your parents' teacher. So the partner that you pick, your child is going to end up picking that type of partner. And that's just the truth. Like, it is. Your partner cheating on you, but then, you know, they get with someone that's cheating with them, and then you, oh, I don't know why you still stay with him when he cheating on you. Oh, okay, well, he cheated on you multiple times and had infidelities and tricking. So now what? He sleeping around on you. He doing this on you. He ain't respecting you in front of y'all, in front of the kids. But you getting on your daughter for the type of niggas that she be with, the type of men that she be with, or you getting on your son for the type of females that he get with, but your son getting with a female that's just like his mom. So if you don't like the female that he's with, then you don't like yourself. If you don't like the man that your daughter is with, then you don't like the man that you choose. He don't like who he is. Y'all really have to watch out how y'all pick y'all partners, because the partners that y'all pick, that y'all choose to call step parents or even biological parents, that's going to be your child's example. That is going to be your child's example. That's what they're going to be looking for. When they get to that age and they get to wandering, that's exactly what your kids is going to be looking for. So you need to make sure you choose your partners wisely. Someone who is righteous, someone who is on the right path, someone who got their life together, someone who is healed. Because y'all be picking y'all moms and y'all dads. I don't know what it is within this African American community, especially these moms, these black moms. Y'all be picking a lot of men that ain't good. Y'all do. Y'all be picking a lot of men that ain't good and messing up y'all daughters. And I'm telling y'all right now, that is not okay. Y'all have to set the tone at the end of the day for y'all children of what partners y'all should be picking for y'all household. That is very important. You can't pick the right person, you shouldn't be a parent. Because they gonna pick up everything. They gonna notice everything. Even if they don't say nothing, they notice. They know. So y'all have to make sure that y'all are picking the right partner. Someone who loves you and treats you right, not someone who don't. Y'all have to make sure y'all are picking the right partners. Y'all have to. Another topic is normalize children not growing up faster than they have to. And I'm going to say that again. Normalizing your children not growing up faster than they have to. And this is really more so for the oldest children. If you are an older child, the oldest of all the kids, like how I was, then you will most definitely understand exactly what I'm saying. A lot of parents, again, in the African American community, black women, tend to make their kids, their oldest child, to do everything, to grow up faster, to do everything that they're doing. Clean up a whole house, laundry, take care of kids, everything. And that is something that my mom made me do. Wash clothes with her, grocery shop, take care of my siblings, change diapers, give baths, mix bottles, watch, babysit, everything underneath the sun and above. I had to clean my mother's house every single day, top to bottom, every single day for a couple of years with no help, until my siblings were able to help me. Then it kind of got a little easier on me. But for even then, still, it was even still hard for me. But for years, when my mom had her youngest child, which is again my sister, her last child, her boyfriend, he did not help. Okay, and it very frustrated me, and it made me very upset and angry because he didn't help. Okay, you are in the house and you're not helping. That's a huge issue. You should be helping. Okay, it's not okay. You should be helping. I had to do everything. Like, I'm the one that laid down with my mom and had that baby. And then my grandmother, Mama Wren, she said, Tayani, when you have that baby, when your mom has that child, that's going to become your child. And I was like, I know. I was like, no, Mama Wren, that's not going to become my child. She's like, yes, it was. And what happened? As soon as my mom had my sister, Shalana, that became my child. That became my child. And it got very frustrating. He didn't change a diaper. He didn't want to give her a bath, get her ready out the bath. He didn't want to make a bottle. He didn't want to feed her, burp her, put her to sleep. He didn't want to do nothing. It literally was all left on me and my mom. It was like a deadbeat being in the house. Like, that's so weird. Like, you're there, But he didn't want to take the time to do it. He didn't want to take the time to learn how to take care of a child because this was his first baby. So he pretty much left everything on my mom and me, which wasn't fair at all. You know, and that's something that I resented him for a long time. I did not like that man at all, because why are you not helping with the child? You asked my mom for a baby. You begged her to have this baby, and then she goes and she has it for you, and then when she has it, you're no help. Again, this also relates on to how to pick your partners. You have to get to know someone and who they are. Like that saying when they say, you know how a man really feel about you when you have his child, that is real. I got tired. Do you not? There was days that I didn't want to deal with my sister, a baby. There was times that I had to come home from school, clean the whole house, and still attend to her. I'm tired. I don't want to do it. But if I didn't want to do it and I didn't want to help and I wanted to break with a baby that ain't mine, now I don't want to follow the house of the rules. Now I'm being defiant. I'm lazy as hell. I don't want to do that. But it's not my child. It's one thing to help your mom with your siblings and be an older sister, but then it's another to play that mom and that dad role on top of doing everything and trying to get yourself together and live your life while you're still learning and developing. So y'all need to really normalize. Like, I wish my mom would have told him, you need to get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? You need to handle your responsibilities as a man. You need to help. You need to help. This is your child. This is our child. This isn't mine and my daughter's. I didn't lay down with my daughter. I laid down with you. So you need to get up and you need to help me as a man and handle your responsibilities. But at the end of the day, even if my mom did or do, she still can't make nobody do what they want to do. So that's why I had a lot of resentment towards my mom and him. But my resentment towards that situation was really more so towards him. Because you are a grown man. You can't think, oh, because I go to work and I work and I pay the rent, that I don't have to do nothing. Because there are so many single dads out there that pay the rent, sports, take to school, pick up school, still take care of their child, all types, and still do stuff for the woman, clean up, cook, and everything. When I got with my child's father, because I don't use that baby mama, baby daddy term, it's so ghetto, I don't like it. But when I got with the father of my child, this man was above and beyond for me, okay? He cooks, he cleans, laundry, everything. He literally goes 50-50 with our child. I never, ever, ever had to complain or cry about him not pulling his weight when it came to our child. And I didn't want to pick a partner like him. Even though that was my example, I didn't want that. So I decided to wake up and change that. Y'all, like I said, y'all have two options every day y'all wake up. Y'all have two options every day y'all wake up, and it is so important. Like, the people that you choose, it's going to be that example. Y'all have to normalize, stop making y'all kids grow up faster than they have to be, and then get mad when they start acting grown. You can't get mad at your child for acting grown when you're putting them in grown-up positions. Now they're doing grown-up stuff, and now you trying to jump all down their throat and getting on them and stuff, and then you mad when they get snapped back, like, but you're putting your kids in grown-up positions. You putting your kids in that position, so they're gonna act grown. They're gonna feel grown. I know I did. Baby, I felt grown. Baby, I lost my virginity when I was a teenager. Baby, I felt grown. The only thing I was missing was some money. Only thing I was missing was some money, baby. That's the only thing I was missing was some money. Put it in my hand. Put it on the floor. What Milano say? Put it on the floor. Yeah, baby, that's the only thing I was missing. Promise you, that's the only thing that I was missing, baby. Some money, a job. That's the only thing that I was missing, boo. I promise you. So I felt grown because I was in a grown-up position. Baby, I'm gonna be grown. What you mean? Yeah. Okay. Taking that. Aha. Okay, let me stop. Because I just started reminiscing. Okay, let me stop. Because I know my man gonna be watching this video. He gonna be like, yeah, you know, I'm talking about you, baby. I'm talking about you. Okay. Okay. Another topic for today is feeding your kids kind words and boosting your kids' energy. It's very important to boost your kids and to boost your kids' energy. And the reason why I say that, and to boost their confidence, is because that's very important. You have to always check in with your kid and see where your kid head is at, and see where their confidence is at, and see where their self-esteem is at. It's very important to check in on your kids. I promise you, it's very important. You have to know that your kid has that confidence. You have to know that your kid has their self-esteem. You have to know that your kid feels like you are someone that could validate them, to let them know that they the stuff. You have to. Because to be honest, you know, growing up in, you know, the household that I did grow up in, especially like with certain things, like especially like my teenage years, I struggled a lot like with like my self-esteem and my confidence, because I couldn't always get my hair done, you know what I'm saying? And I also get, so what's the matter, Papa? What's the matter, Papa? Like I said, you also really want to make sure that your kid has that boost of confidence. You always want to tap into what anything your kid wants to do or wants to go on. You always want to help them with that. You always want your kids to make your kids feel like they could do anything in the world. No matter what they do, they can do it. It's very important, because I didn't always feel like that, and I know how it makes you feel when you get discouraged, when you feel like you can't do nothing, or what you're trying to do don't succeed and won't fail because you don't have that type of support in your corner. So you always want to make sure that whatever support you are giving your kid, you want to make sure that it's genuine and it's actual support that your kid needs. Another topic is, don't belittle your kids, and don't speak negatively. Ooh, don't speak negatively about your kids to other people. That is a very important topic, because to be honest, it was done to me a lot growing up. My mom, when I was younger, like in my single digits, not in my teenage years, but my single digits, it was a lot of, oh, you get that from your dad. Don't be like your dad. Oh, you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to end up like your dad. The reason why I say it's very important to not belittle your kids is because it's painting a negative image and a negative picture about the other parent towards your kid. And you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? It's best to not say those type of things to your kid. But girls do hear it. But I feel like African American black men hear it more from their moms. You get that from your dad, you just like your dad, and it throws your kids off. Y'all have to learn how to stop saying like that, stuff like that to your kid, because you don't know how it makes your kid feel. Like, damn, I'm a screw up. My dad's a screw up. I'm a screw up. I ain't gonna be nothing in life. I'm gonna be a crash out. I'm gonna be a dummy. Like, y'all don't know what y'all kids is thinking at the end of the day. So y'all really have to make sure that what y'all say to y'all kids doesn't affect them. It doesn't hurt them. It like, come on now. Y'all gotta stop belittling y'all kids. Y'all have to. It's so important to make sure that what you say, again, and this relates back to the other topic on how to speak to your kids, you have to make sure that the stuff that you say, you just put that makeup brush in your mouth. Okay. You have to make sure the stuff that you say does not hurt your kids, because you do not know what your kids are thinking. You don't know how they're interpreted. Everybody's perception is very different. Everybody inherits information differently. So you have to make sure that you are kind to your child. Even when you're upset, walk away, take a 5-minute breath, do whatever you need to do. But y'all have to be careful about the things that come out of your mouth towards y'all kids. Please. Because my mom wasn't like that with me growing up, and it messed me up mentally and emotionally. It messed me up by a lot of things that came out of her mouth towards me. I used to think that my mom didn't like me. I used to think a lot. Okay, I started hurting myself physically when I was like, 8 years old. I started hurting myself a lot. I started slapping myself, I started doing a lot of crazy things. And my first suicidal attempt was when I was 13 years old. And because I was suicidal, you know, hey, my mom, you know, she wasn't really focused on why I was suicidal. She was more so focused on how she felt about the situation instead of me. So y'all have to make sure that y'all don't belittle y'all kids. Don't speak negative about your kids to other people. And the reason why I say that is because your kid is gonna feel, now everybody know kids are gonna feel some type of way about their parents speaking bad about them to other people, but you can't get mad when your kids start speaking about you to other people as well, because again, you're your parents' teacher, and that's what you're showing them. Y'all have to learn as parents to stop talking about y'all kids to other people. Go talk to your child about what you don't like and how you feel. Stop running to other people. Y'all have to stop doing that. Stop talking to other people about your child, and then want your child to be in your face and be happy and be To me, that's fake. Just because you're a parent doesn't make it any less faker, and it doesn't make it okay. Don't sit there and talk about me behind my back to other people, but then come in my face and smile, because that is fake. Just because you're the parent, just because you're the dad, the father, just because you're the mother, the mom, it doesn't matter. Stop being fake. Stop talking about your kid or your children to other people. Talk to them about what you got going on. And stop running your mouth about everybody else's business with your nose up, thinking that y'all are better than other people, because you're not. I'm not better than nobody, and nobody else is better than nobody. Y'all need to get that together. Because that used to irk my nerves. Anytime a situation going on with me, happen with me, my mom, she talked to other people, and her dude that she was with, he always put his 2 cents in. Always put their 2 cents in. I know there's so many households out there in the world that got a stepdad, and he always putting his 2 cents in, like nobody is talking to you. This conversation is between me and my mother. Like, y'all step parents also have to learn y'all place and know y'all place. But then again, that's also on the biological parent, making the step parent feel like they have that authority, because they don't, and they shouldn't. It also causes problems between the mother and the biological child as well. So y'all have to really make sure. Y'all have to really make sure that y'all are not, I kept saying the same thing over and over again because I didn't want my baby in the camera. But y'all really have to make sure, ooh, look at his head. But y'all have to really make sure that y'all stop doing that, because it really can mess up the relationship between you and your kids. And that is very, very, very unhealthy. A very unhealthy thing to have. I know for me, like, especially like when I used to like do something that I wasn't supposed to, or any type of situation happened, if my mom and my stepdad at the time would talk about it, I would overhear the things that they would say about me, and I would go inside my room and I would cry. I would cry, because at the end of the day, yeah, I made a mistake, but I'm still human. I'm still human at the end of the day, and I'm still learning. Y'all not perfect either. Y'all still messed up till this day. So, I mean, you talking about me to him, and you allowing him to say the things that he's saying, and you saying it too. I mean, like, y'all think I want to be around y'all? I don't. I'm human too. I have feelings just like y'all. So y'all have to be cautious of that. Y'all have to be. Y'all have to know. Y'all have to be cautious of that, because that is real. That is real. I thought for a long time that, you know, my mom's boyfriend Wayne, I felt like Wayne didn't like me, or my sister or my brother, because he will always tell us, oh, y'all get on my nerves. Always having an attitude at us. First thing he say in the morning, sentence got a cuss word in it. Like, damn, okay, you ain't got to be here. I ain't asked you to be here. None of us asked you to be here. You chose this on your own. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, get with a woman that got 3 kids and beg her for another one. You chose it, you know? So it's just like a lot of people take their anger out on you too, and that's something that you also have to deal with within a household. My mom took a lot of things out on us. He took a lot of things out on us, and you just get tired. You get tired. You get exhausted. Another topic is also mental health. Mental health is important. Like I said before, in the last topic, my first suicidal attempt, ideation, when, you know, I was thinking about it a lot and I just didn't want to be here anymore. Like I said, I was 13 years old. Mental health is important. I'm gonna be real. I felt like my mom didn't care about my mental health. And the reason why I say this is because when I wrote down in my notebook that was like made in my diary, I had wrote down in my notebook, I was like, yeah, I don't want to live anymore. This is the reason why I feel this way. My mom blew it up. When I say my mom blew it up, my mom blew it up. My mother got mad at me, yelled at me, and cussed me out for how I felt. Told Wayne, then they was saying what they was saying, getting on me, popping they, you know, they little shit or whatever. And then my mom started telling other people in the family. Like, it was just something to tell. And I remember crying myself to sleep so hard that I was hurting myself that night. Like, I was literally socking myself, stabbing myself with my pencils, everything, because I felt like don't nobody care. My mom, instead of my mom talking to me and coming to me one-on-one as my mother and saying, what's making you feel this way? I'm sorry that you feel this way. Is there anything that I could do to make you feel better? She made it all about her, and she blew it up in my face. Made it about how she feel, her image, and just completely disregarded how I was feeling. And at that point, it didn't even matter anymore, and it made me even more suicidal. Y'all have to learn how to stop making, y'all parents have to learn how to stop making everything about y'all. It's not always about y'all. It is about your kids as well. Y'all have to compromise. Everything is not about you at the end of the day. Y'all have to know that your kids need validation too. Seriously. Like, seriously. My mom has done that to me in a lot of situations my whole life. I could name tons of situations where I would feel the way that I would be feeling. And my mom, she just, oh, well, disregard how you feel and what you think, but it's about how I feel and my image as a parent, and you ain't gonna mess my image up. And this is how I feel. Now I'm hurt. Now I gotta comfort and cater to you, but what about my comfort? What about my cater? You know? So it was none of that. It wasn't, now again, related back to the topic on being heard. Y'all need to hear y'all kids. Like, for real. Y'all have to. My mom made a lot of situations about her. Just like my brother Marley had passed away. He was only 3 years old. He passed away because he got hit by a car. And this is a child that my father, Derek, had with my stepmom, Gabby. And mind you, my mom and my father haven't been together in over 10, 15 years. They haven't been together in over 10 years, okay? And my father had this child with someone else. I was around my brother. I got to hold my brother, be around my brother. My whole father's side of the family, loved the whole family to death, okay? Now, the issue with that was the morning of his funeral, I was getting ready, and my auntie Asha was coming to come pick me up so we could go to my brother Marley's funeral. And my mom was mad and she was upset because she didn't get a t-shirt, or she was upset because my auntie Asha was basically telling her, like, the shirts that I made is really for the immediate family. And I guess my mom thought that she was saying that she wasn't immediate family, like she not family, but that's not what my auntie was saying. My auntie was saying she made shirts for immediate family towards my brother. You know, my brother isn't no kin to my mom. My mom never met him, been around him, called him, talked to him on the phone, nothing. So, you know, it was a huge blow up in my face. So the morning of my brother's funeral, my mother was screaming at me. She was yelling at me. She was getting in my face, throwing her finger like this at me, like I was a female on the street, cussing at, just going off on me about a situation about some shirts that had nothing to do with me. The morning of my brother's funeral, as soon as I just got done getting ready and I was waiting for my auntie to pull up so we can go to his funeral. Then Wayne was adding his 2 cents in, and he was commenting on the situation and was commenting on my family, when first, nigga, you don't even know my father's side of the family, so you best want to be quiet. Second of all, nobody asked for your 2 cents. So not only was my mom yelling at me and treating me that way, but she was also allowing Wayne to talk to me and treat me that way as well. And so my mom, you know, I was looking, before I left to go to the funeral, I was looking for my mom to say, hey, are you okay? I know you're about to go to your brother's funeral. Do you need a hug? Like, what do you need? I was looking for that comfort. I was looking for that comfort out of my own mother. I was looking for the kind words that it's going to be okay. My mom did not think about me at all. All she thought about was herself. When I tell y'all, I went to that funeral crying. Okay? I was upset. I was not in the mood. My auntie knew it. Everything. And I wasn't just crying at my brother's funeral because he was gone, but I was also crying because I didn't get that comfort from my mother that I needed before going to my brother's funeral. So y'all parents really need to hear y'all child. Y'all have to stop making everything about y'all because it's not about y'all. I was contemplating on running away from home that day. It was literally F her and F Wayne, and I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Y'all have to watch what y'all say to y'all kids, how y'all treat y'all kids. Y'all have to stop making everything about y'all because it is not fair for your child to have to suffer so you can get some satisfaction. It's not. Another topic that I'm going to be discussing is to not let other people discipline your kids, because that is a huge deal. Y'all, our generation, our parents allowed, like our parents and their parents allowed a lot of people to discipline their kids, and it is not okay. Everybody don't got pure intentions, right intentions, and everybody do not know how to parent. And y'all being allowing them to hit your kids and whoop your kids. You think that your kids gonna feel safe? You think that your kids are happy with you, that you allow anyone and everyone, even if it's your family or your friends, to discipline your kids? That is not everybody's job. That is a mother and a father's job. Y'all have to stop normalizing everyone and their mama disciplining y'all kids. Y'all have to. It's very important. It's very important that y'all stop letting everyone try to discipline y'all kids. I know ain't nobody gonna discipline my son. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's my side, his dad's side. Anybody put their hands on my kid, I'm gonna put my hands on you. And I mean that with every inch of bone in my breath in my body. Put your hands on my son if you want to, and I'm gonna rock your world. So y'all really have to understand that y'all have to stop allowing everyone to discipline y'all kids, because like I said, everyone don't got the right intentions, the pure intentions, that everybody don't know what to do with no child. So y'all just want to make sure that y'all are doing that at all times, and y'all want to make sure that y'all are not allowing other people to discipline y'all kids, because that is real. But anyway, that is all that we have for Big T's podcast. I hope that y'all liked it and y'all understood everything. I hope that it related. I hope that it can give y'all some healing and some understanding. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all can make sure that y'all catch me every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Know that you are not the only person going through this. I know a lot of people have a lot of toxic household, like I said, especially with the African community, the Black households at home. Papa, yeah. Not you though. So just make sure that y'all staying prayed up, y'all staying blessed. Like I said, it's up to y'all every day to make that decision if y'all gonna keep that cycle going or if y'all gonna break it. I pray over everybody. Papa! I pray over everybody's prosperity and love. May everyone find God, and I hope everyone has a blessed day. Like I say, stay blessed and less stressed. And we out.